What's good with you guys, man? Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best method to make millions of MT in NBA 2K23 MyTeam. And there's going to be multiple methods I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that I used personally to make tons of MT in my team. And again, before we get into it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. I post my team videos every single day. But let's get straight into it. So first of all, you might be wondering, oh, you said millions of MT. You only have 500K. Well, I do have millions of MT. I just have to wait for this LeBron James to sell right here, of course, with 61 Hall of Fame badges, and then I obviously have all of these playoff cards that I have invested in. But let me go ahead and show you guys the best ways to make millions of MT in this game. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. First of all, the best way to make MT is going to be by sniping cards. If you don't have a lot of MT, if you only have a couple thousand MT, this is exactly what you're going to want to do. You're going to set the color here to pink diamond, and you're going to go ahead and set the maximum buyout here to about 2,000 MT. You're going to go ahead and keep refreshing this over and over again until a card or multiple cards pop up. And when they do pop up, don't hesitate, don't think about it. Go ahead and pick up the card right away. And then once you pick up the card, you can go ahead and flip it up for 2,400 MT, and it will sell within about 5 to 10 minutes. And you'll make thousands of profit by doing this. What you can also do is you can set the maximum bid here to about 1,000 MT, and this is probably the better way to do it. So you're going to set it to about 1,000, or you can actually, if you really want it to be, you want to see more cards, you can set it to 1,500, and you can go down here and you can bid about 2,100 MT on every single pink diamond that you see, and you're hoping to see leftover MT on these cards when you do go ahead and pick them up. So if I scroll down to over here and I'm bidding 2,100, as you can see, the pink number is the second highest bidder, and the difference between me and them is how much MT left over I get. As you can see, there is people contesting this right now, so if that's the case, you either change the filter or you can scroll ahead. As you can see, it's really contested right now. I don't feel like waiting 10 plus minutes, so let's go ahead and try one more here. And it's heavily contested. So when it's really that contested, what you're going to do is just set on the buy now filter, and then when the buy now filter is dry, you're going to use the bid filter. Anyways, obviously sniping is a phenomenal way to make MT. What you can also do is go ahead here and set the Galaxy to a Galaxy Opal filter. And Galaxy Opals at the time of me filming this are going for about 8,750, I think. Yep, so basically just set the max buyout here to about 8K, buy every single Galaxy Opal you see, flip it up for 8,750. But anyways, a lot of people already know about these sniping filters and stuff. I want to show you guys some unique ways to make millions of MT. Of course, sniping is the main way that I make MT, but honestly, I've made more MT in this next method that I'm about to show you guys. I've made more MT in this method than any other method all year, including sniping. It has been absolutely insane. So let me show you what it is. So you're going to go over here to your collection, and you're going to go to NBA playoffs. And a lot of you guys already know about this, but I want to tell you guys the best cards to invest in terms of how much they cost and how low the risk is. So the best cards that you could possibly invest in are the ones that I'm about to show you. So let's get straight into it. The first card that I want to go ahead and show you guys is going to be Chris Paul. Now, the reason I think this is one of the best investments, because even though he hasn't been playing too great so far in the playoffs, and hasn't had any big games yet, in terms of price, he is not that expensive. You can pick one up for, it looks like, around 45,000 MT, maybe 50,000 MT for a Chris Paul. And with a guy like Chris Paul, you can really expect that he will have a big game. I would be very surprised if he didn't. So this is a good one in terms of considering the fact that he's not that expensive, like he's not over 100K, and he's also a really good player. And of course, if he has a big game in the playoffs, he will evolve up to a dark matter, which means you will be able to sell him for more than double what you bought him for. So you can pick up multiple, you can pick up one, you can do whatever you think is the smartest move, but he's a really good one. And of course, I personally think, and I've said this in numerous videos, that the very best investment that you can get is Jason Tatum, but his price is very, very high. He's over 100,000, 150K, 200K sometimes. So that's why I didn't want to start with that. I wanted to start with one that people could afford. And another one that a lot of you guys will be able to afford is going to be Jalen Brunson. His price has recently risen because of the videos that I have made talking about Jalen Brunson to invest in this card. But you can still go ahead and pick him up. His price is rising, but if you get to this very quick, you can still pick him up for 35, 40K. And it looks like some of them are even going for 31, 33K. So if you do this quick and you follow exactly what I'm telling you guys to do, you could pick one of these up for 30, 40,000 MT. And again, all he needs is one big game in the second round against the Heat. And if he has a big game and a win, he will evolve up to a dark matter. Meaning if you bought him for 30K, you'll be able to flip him for at least 100K if you sell him at the right time. And worst case scenario, maybe you sell him for 90, 80K. You're still looking at 50,000 MT profit per Jalen Brunson that you pick up. This is definitely a good option to take. He's the best player on the Knicks, and I think he will have a big game in the second round. And if you guys are wondering, like, you're saying all this, but like, do you even have any of these cards? I do. As you can see right here, I have 2 CP3s and I have 1 Jalen Brunson. I'm planning on picking up another Jalen Brunson though, and we will go ahead and see if I can do that. But also another card I'm going to go ahead and show you guys is going to be Jaylen Brown. He's cheaper than Jason Tatum. Tatum, again, is going to be about 150 to 200K usually. But with this Jaylen Brown, you could probably pick him up for about 100 to 110. And I think he has a good chance of having a big game and evoing up to a dark matter. But again, a lot of you guys don't have enough MT for this. So I'm going to get into another cheaper option, and it's going to be Rob Williams. He is going to be a cheaper option. You could pick up his Amethyst Edition for about 5 to 10,000 MT. Let me scroll over and show you. As you can see, 9K, and there's some for even cheaper than that. But the problem is with this card is that it's not guaranteed to evo. I'm not as confident in him evoing as the other cards that I've mentioned. But he does have a good chance still, I think. Because I think that he's a great player, and it just really is up to how many minutes that Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics want to go ahead and play this guy. If they play him big minutes, he will for sure evo up to a dark matter. If you guys didn't know, as you can see, he already evoed from an Amethyst all the way up to an Opal. So again, one big game throughout the rest of the playoffs for this Rob Williams, and he will evo up to a dark matter. And he's so cheap, and I just have confidence in him, even though it is risky. I just have a lot of confidence in him because I know how good he is, and I watch the Celtics all the time. That I have invested in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Rob Williamses. So that's how confident I am in Rob Williams. You can do your own research and make your own pick if you want, but again, for 5,000, 10,000 MT, I think it's worth the risk. Worst case scenario, you lose 10K. Best case scenario, you come up over 100K because he will be well over 100,000 MT the day that he does evo up to a dark matter, being a power forward that will be able to do a lot of things on the court. Anyways, guys, go ahead and drop a comment. How much MT do you think this LeBron James is going to sell for? Just let me point it out, though. He does have 61 Hall of Fame badges, which means he's almost an end game type player. So leave a comment. How much do you think this sold for? And the comment that it gets is closest to the number, so guess 800K, 850, 600, whatever the case may be. Whatever comment is the closest, I will go ahead and pin that comment. I will reply to, and pin the comment of whoever guesses closest to how much this LeBron ends up selling for. So go ahead and drop your guesses in the comment section below. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like, and I'm out of here, boys. Peace out.